Hello, lovelies, and welcome back to Mama G Gear. It's Mama G here, and Rusty's not. Anyway, if you saw the thumbnail, or what you see in front of you, the menagerie of things that are on my bed, it's from my time, in real time, though time does not exist. It's still early in the morning on Tuesday. The man has left for the rest of the week. He had yesterday off. And I finished my morning chores. And now I'm relaxing on the bed with my stuff. And I wanted to show you what I've been up to, because I don't always do that, and maybe you're interested. First and foremost is my paperback of Mr. Bolland's Strange, Dark, and Mysterious graphic novel has arrived. If you don't know, I had pre-ordered a hand-signed hard copy. Well, I say that 3 times fast, which I do have, and I took it out of the bag and showed it on one of the lives that we did, but I didn't want to break that binding. I wanted to leave that with all my other Mr. Ballin merch that is not opened really and used. But yeah, I'll just show you one page. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. The graphics are really amazing. I'm looking forward to reading the stories in here, so that's why I purchased the paperback, so I could break this binding and stuff. I don't care. All right, so that's, I'm so excited. I'm a huge fan. If you by some chance don't know who Mr. Ballin is, he's to me, he's a young fellow. Wonderful family, it seems like. He always talks, and he's very close to his family. But he's a great storyteller. I'm going to say he's probably my favorite storyteller that I've come across, and I do listen to that kind of stuff throughout the night when I'm sleeping. So I've heard quite a few, and he's probably, I'm going to say, yeah, he's my favorite. And he tells some pretty interesting things. And there's a few other channels that are linked to the Ballin Studio that are also just as good. Anyway, enough about that. I don't need to plug him. The guy's huge. But I've been following him way before he became affiliated with Amazon and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, what I'm doing. All right, so with some glimmer, some big twist glitter or twinkle. That's the yarns I'm using. Just going to show you real quick because I often don't do that and show you the yarns. And also with some worsted 8. I have a purple and a green. That, thank you, from Dory did it, had given me the purple and the green. So I'm using these, and I'm using them along with the worsted Halloween sparkle. I did also put an order in, it's not here yet, for more Hirschner's worsted weight. I've been using their neons and all that kind of stuff lately, and really finding this to be an incredible bargain. It's very cost efficient. You get a lot of yarn. There's like 489 yards if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, 100% acrylic, and this one has a little bit of the shiny stuff. But I'm very happy with the yarn, and I see that a lot of other content creators have agreed with me because they're also been using, especially the fact that they do make fabulous Halloween colors and combos. So that's a big plus for me because we celebrate Halloween all year round here. Anyway, so that's the yarns that I'm using, and what I'm doing is Dee from Dee's Creative Hands Crochet has a crochet along this month, which is making 4 whatever size granny squares you would like, as long as it could be a blanket. So you can go from a baby blanket size all the way to whatever, carpet for your living room. And you could use one strand. I'm just going to reiterate what she's doing, just so if you don't know, but definitely go check out her channel, find where she's giving you the guidelines on entering, because if you would like to enter this, please do. She always has great prizes. Anyway, you could use a single strand, which is a little different than the hippy dippies that she's been doing, but at least 3 colors or more. And like, again, 4 granny squares, whatever kind of cool granny squares you want to do. I'm very limited to my granny square ability, so I'm just doing regular ones. But I'm doing the same colors, look at me, except for the this one here that I'm incorporating in, which is going to give a different color. So otherwise, I'm doing the same colors, okay? So yeah, that's happening. And I put a break on this one. I went as far as I could with the colors that I have because, like I just said, I have more Hirschner's coming, and I ordered a bunch of the glimmer ones, a sparkle. What do they call it? Sparkle. I ordered a bunch of single, plain, one color sparkles. So I figured I put the brakes on this, and Hirschner's delivers pretty darn quickly. So I'm going to wait and see what colors I have that are on their way, and if any of those might incorporate in here, and then I can add another strip of those colors. And I'm doing 2 rows of each of the colors that I choose instead of just a single row. All right, so that's Dee's Creative Hands Crochet along for this month of October. Yeah, we haven't done one in a while, but we'll get back to it. It's just the way it is, folks. With the Advents and a couple other things going on, it was too much to think of that. Anyway, all right, so my sweet girl, I'm going to have to remember all y'all names so I could drop you guys. And do definitely, if I name anybody here that you aren't already familiar with or subscribed to, please do check them out, because these are all people that I recommend. And there's some things that I don't recommend, like Aberdeen Wool Company, which now I've still not heard back from her. I did send an additional email saying, could you please refund me the money from the March order that that was never sent out. I just want to clear that up. A couple people said, oh, well, the mail. I was like, no, what you guys don't understand is she promised me 3 separate times that she was mailing them out or had already mailed them out. Since March, my 4 mystery bags were never mailed. They never went from her hands or the company's hands to the postal delivery people. So it's not the delivery people. It's not lost in the mail. It's none of that. It is just oversight crickets on the fact that, hey, so I did ask for a refund, which, if that does happen, I've not got a response yet. If I do get a refund, that money goes to charity and not our own charity. It'll go to a different charity. Anyway, enough about that. I know I was upset about it. I'm hurt by it, whatever, but it is what it is. If that's the worst that I can complain about, I'm a real lucky woman. Anyway, so Nessa from Infinitely Zero, who is another sweetheart, love her channel. She had sent me some of these hats or ear warmers or whatever you want to call them. And I wear these all the time. Hence why I don't do a lot of videos where you could see me, because my bangs are usually sticking up in the air like alfalfa. So this is what I wear a lot, just to keep my ears warm, blah, blah, blah. And I thought, I had some more of this yarn. This is Pound of Love. I made a few hats out of it with the purple. This is Ice Yarn Cotton. And I said, let me try. I was trying to figure out what this stitch is, Nessa. All right, if you guys, excuse me, I'm having my coffee and a little burp came up, and that's very unprofessional, burping on camera. But yeah, if you guys know what this stitch is, or Nessa, if you're watching, what the heck did you do here? Because I love this stitch and I have no idea what it is. So I started to try to replicate it. As you could tell, I have no idea because they don't look anything alike. I did a half double crochet back and forth, where the back side I went through the back V, and then the front side I went through the back single, if that makes sense. Anyway, I don't know if this is already a stitch or not a stitch or whatever. Like you said, I don't really follow stuff. I just kind of make it, and that's whatever happens. But I got to this point, and now I need to, it wraps around my head. Now I need to figure out how they did that fold and attach so that it does this part here, which is really cool. So that's what's next on that. All right, and then of course I occasionally I'll do this if I'm on a roll, because it is hat season, folks, and I've made over 50 hats in the last few months. I'll do this sometimes too, where I'll just make a bunch of rims or trims, whatever you want to call them, and then leave them and then go from there with whatever to make hats. So yeah, so I'm doing that as well. And then the other thing from Dory did it, or as I like to call her, Dory done did it again. She is collecting, well, she's not collecting, she is asking us content creators to make granny squares for Billy, the crafty, let me say that again, the crafty Floridian, for Boggy Creek blankets. They have a goal. I don't know the number of the goal, but it's up there and we can do it, folks. Not a problem. We are a working machine, crocheting machines. And what Dory's asking is, again, check out her channel. She's got another possible winning an item. And the item that she's giving away, I have several, love them. So definitely, you would definitely want one. Actually, one's right here. I'm never too far away from one of Dory's pillows, okay? It's just saying. So I was going to make, she wants you to make at least 4, I think, maybe 2 or 4, whatever, of granny squares. Use an eye hook, which I believe, I might be wrong, so make sure you check. I believe it's a 5.5. I go by millimeters. I don't go by numbers or alphabetic things. And one of them has to have green in it because they want to do some of the blankets with holiday themes, and they will offer them to the children that go to the Boggy Creek on those times when that Halloween or Christmas or Easter, when those holidays are being celebrated, I assume, allegedly. Okay, that would make the most sense. So I'm assuming that that's what they're doing. So I started doing a few. As you could see, I got a little overwhelmed. They're 6 inches. You want them to be approximately 6 inches across and, square. And if you make 36 of them, that makes one of the blankets that they'll be using. So that was my goal here. Now I'm mathematically challenged. So I think I got this right without looking at a calculator, folks. My math teacher would be proud. I have made 6 of each of the combination of 5. I'm using 5 different colors, all right? So I'm using this, the blue, orange, yellow, and green. And these are pretty wild. Literally, I swear that when the lights go out, I think these glow a little bit. They're just so bright, especially the yellow and orange. It's amazing. You could literally crochet with these with just your outside moonlight and a little bit of light. You can crochet with that because it like shows up. And I know they're black. Well, allegedly, I'm pretty confident that they're black light friendly. Just saying. So anyway, I did 6 of each of these combinations, and I've got 5 sets here, I believe. Is that what I've got? Yeah, 5. So I've got to make one more combination of 6. And being that I'm using 5 different colors, obviously 2 are going to have the same color middle and the same color outside. But, I noticed here that I don't have a blue outer one. So the next one will have the blue as the outer color, and then I'll see what combination for the insides. But anyway, I'm doing 36 of them, and I have plenty of this stuff, all the different neon colors. I guess last year or whatever, I bought 2 of each of these huge balls, so I've got quite a bit, and I'm enjoying using them because I really do like the yarns. But so that's what I've been up to. And oh, by the way, my mother-in-law, she doesn't watch the channel, but she gave me this beautiful, really super soft, squishy, huge wrap, and it has the slits on the side, so I could slide my arms out, but it serves as a blanket kind of on me while I'm sitting here. And it's a perfect color because October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please go get your mammograms. And I'm saying that to myself as well and to Rusty. So, so be aware of that. And men, actually, you get checked too, because just because you're not a female doesn't mean you can't get breast cancer. So there's that. That's what I've been up to. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Hit the thummies if you wouldn't mind. It doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help the channel. It makes me feel loved, and I appreciate that. And I'm going to get back to work on one of these items. I can't do D's, so I think I'll probably, now that I figured out that blue is the outside. I did not get the purple. I should have. I didn't get the purple on the neon, but whatever. I can't do anything about it now. But I think I'm going to get 6 of those going. And then when Hirschner's comes, I also have another unboxing from, I believe it's Joann's. It came, it's sitting downstairs, and if I have the opportunity today, I will open that because I got something that I've never had before in that box. I'm super uber excited about it. Well, I am controlling myself from ripping the box open. I have not even peeked, but I do want to open that up, but I want to do that on camera. So perhaps later today I will do that. Anyway, I love you guys. Be well. Have a yarnalicious day, as Rusty says, because nothing matters anyway. And bye-bye for now. See you next time.